Hey guys, so we're going to be doing a little something different today. Obviously, I'm outside. It's a very nice day, and we're going to be doing a Percy Jackson Training day. So I'm going to try different forms of various weapons. And when I say different forms, I mean I'm going to be using random everyday objects that are close enough to it because, well, the mist will cause the camera to not pick them up, and because using weapons in a backyard is probably not the best idea. So let's see what we have here. Turn the camera around. Okay. So, to pretty much imitate a trident, I got the rake back. We're going to see how well I do that today. I got two swords. Obviously, they're not that sharp, and they're covered in tape. So, we got two swords. I got a toy bow and arrow, and the thing you use to change light bulbs. That's gonna try to imitate a spear as best as I can figure. So let the hilarity begin.
Abuse. I won't give up or refuse. This is how it feels when you're bent and broken. This is how it feels when your dignity's stolen and everything you love is leaving. You hold on to what you believe in.
So we're gonna start with the quote-unquote trident. Obviously, real one probably would be bigger and a little bit more narrow here, and well, 3 points. But say it's the same idea. So I don't have anything to fight. I'm not gonna go find a monster to fight with a rake. I'm not doing that. So let's try it. You guys saw from the first video that I was working on it, so we should improve, and don't be mad at me too much if I have not, because this technically would not be my specialty, but let's try it. So, like a spear, you kind of want to hold, you want to hold it a little closer, but still able to use one hand. Spears, I feel, are definitely 2 hands, but with tridents, you can use one hand, absolutely, but most of the time, you want to use 2, because blocking with the shaft, so not too close together, but you can also still do a cool spin move around, you know, the movie ideas. So, you know. Always keeping balance, and you got to kind of turn it in your hands as well. At least I feel like that's what you should be doing. Being able to switch it back and forth. I can go right on top or left on top, depending on how it is. So practicing with a rake, a little harder because the trident would definitely probably be a few inches longer, like I said before. But honestly, as a demigod, would not use a trident on the first one, even though I would be the daughter of Poseidon. Would not use a trident. So let's try something else. Okay, so a spear. Spear, I'm going to take my shoes off for this one, because spear, I've seen spears used many ways. Most of the time, you know, you have it in your hand, and you would have a shield. I don't have a shield with me. So, pretending that I had a shield, you would have your shield, and then you would also have this. Now, sometimes it's used like this. Most of the time, it's used like that. So you can work with it and also use the shield as you go. I've also seen it used like this. This way, definitely want a strap-on shield for all of these, because this way you can get over the shield. If I had one, I would show you. You can get over the shield and around it, but it's also hard to turn your wrist, and it's harder to block. Now, if you're fighting without a shield like I am, same idea. Trident, you want to be able to block everything, watching out for that point. If I had to use a spear, I'd probably honestly use it like this, because I would probably end up throwing it. I would end up throwing it. Oops. I'd end up throwing it, honestly. Or I'd, of course, as I said before, have that shield be going over it, under it, and, well, I'm pretty good at throwing it around. So going back and forth, still would want that strap on in case you needed to do any other things with your other hand. But a spear, pretty uncommon for demigods to use a spear. There's only 2 demigods in the Percy Jackson series that I can actually officially say use a spear, and that is Frank and Clarice. Can't really think of anyone else. The Romans, they do use spears more, but that's because they do things in groups, and they have that wall idea. So, honestly, for me, would not use a spear either. It's not the weapon that appeals to me. So, let's try another weapon. Got 2 more left. Next up, we got the swords. Very classic for demigods, obviously. Whoops. Now, these swords are fairly short. I'd say 2 feet, probably. A little shorter, a little give or take, about 2 feet each of these. So, obviously, they're a bit longer. I'd imagine about out to here, maybe here, but somewhere along those lines. Percy's sword is 3 feet, I believe. And honestly, they only use 1. I'd love to be able to use 2. It's harder because I am right dominant. And left hand, I feel, would be best to use it for when you want to cross them or block them. You could block them as such, you know, foot back, blocking, or you could also block with the X. Now, if it was me, I would only use 1 sword, really. I'd use this one just because it feels better to me. This one has this weird design on the handle, and I don't really like that. I would use 2, as you keep seeing in my opening. But I would probably only use 1 in a fight. Again, with that shield, most of the time you're using that. Percy only uses, well, his sword, Riptide, which is awesome. And so, Riptide, which is awesome. So doing 2 swords, blocking this way, keeping a light stance, and you should always have 1 in front of you. That's what I think, at least. If Chiron finds this video, I'm screwed. But 2 swords, and the 2 swords. Now, if I had to fight hand to hand, I would use a sword. But that is not my weapon of choice. So let's find out what my weapon of choice would actually be. And you can probably figure it out by the power of deduction. Yes, archery. Yeah, Dog decided doing archery. Weird, isn't it? So obviously, this is more of a toy, really. That's just because I'm going to be shooting at a very short distance. This poor tree has like lost half of it last year because of this ashwood stuff that was going around, I think. And it's shorter, but the archery would be my weapon of choice, and that's just because I feel like it's the best. I get like little spikes on the end of it, so you can also fight with the bow. Have you ever thought of that? Probably not. I wouldn't be surprised if Artemis had that idea. But for archery, let's get started. So, I'm just going to be aiming at that tree. Now, you want to keep your arm back. A lot of people drop their hand afterwards, but you don't want to drop your hand. You also got to be careful of how you're holding your wrist. A lot of people, because I've done this too, when I first started doing archery, a lot of people hold their wrists out because they're either out or in. And that's usually where they get a nice bruise or some, oh no, it's a bruise. They get a huge bruise on their arm if you do archery you gotta wear an arm guard. This one you don't need arm guard because the rope, this rubber snaps back and it doesn't hurt that much if it does wax onto you. I'm gonna just show you. That doesn't hurt that much. But if you are doing archery one string, definitely wear an arm guard. But elbow up, not down. Elbow up, shoulders back. Keeping both eyes open the entire time. Now if you're going to try shooting up, you want to aim not too high and make sure you get a large, not too much of a block. Oops. Hit the other tree. There's another tree over there if I hit that one. That's what I mean. You got to aim high enough so that it comes up and goes down. And also your feet, you can't really see them because of the grass, but my feet, they are planted one foot back, the other one forward, and I'm keeping them pointed towards the target. Okay, well, those are all 4 weapons. Let's start training. Okay, so I showed you everything that I have. I got a stopwatch here that I'm going to see how long it takes me to do 4 rounds of this. So, we're going to reset that. I'm going to put this right here, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So, okay, probably can hear me better to see me, but I'm going to run up, stop here where the Trident is, do 10 push-ups, then stand up, take that, 5 blocks, 5 stabs, roll over, do 1 arrow. So I have 4 arrows, 4 times around, 1 arrow each. Then after I do 1 arrow, roll over again, but this time pick up the spear, and do again 5 jabs, 5 blocks, and then run down here. I got my 2 swords here, 2 swords, right here, and then I'm going to fight this poor tree, and then I'm going to do another lap around, well, my house. So, well, let's see how this goes. I got a stopwatch right here, and ready. Tie my hair back. Got tennis shoes this time. Doing all that barefoot last time. Ready, set, go.
Abuse. I won't give up or refuse. This is how it feels when you're bent and broken. This is how it feels when your dignity's stolen and everything you love is leaving. You hold on to what you believe in.
The last thing I heard was you whispering away, and then I heard you fly.
No, not gonna die.
Time. 6 minutes, 56 seconds. That was not fast enough. At least in my opinion. So, 6 minutes, 56 seconds. Not bad. Got to roll on a few. Got my feet caught. Still do not like that spear. Ugh. Still do not like that spear. That spear. Missed a few times with the bow. But pretty good. Pretty good. But that was perfect. Percy Jackson Training Day. Try your own at home, make it up like I did, and I will see everybody next time. So thanks for watching. Bye. I gotta start running more laps. Whew, got a lot to do before this summer. Whew, haven't worked out that hard in a while. Don't get many monsters around here, luckily. So, that was Percy Jackson Training Day. Here to remind you guys to leave your thank yous for Rick Riordan, just saying thanks for writing all these amazing series and, you know, just giving us all of it and that amazingness. I can't think right now, I'm so tired. We are so close to the Trials of Apollo, so on May 3rd I'm going to be making that video, so the latest I gotta have all those thank yous is by May 1st, because as I'm going to show you in a second, these videos take forever to upload. I'm going to show you a video now that I'm trying to upload for today, the day that I'm filming this, and oh, it's so slow. Painfully slow. So here it is. Around here. Yep, you can see. There it is. 334 minutes left. That's how long this takes to upload. It's so slow. And I do like 2 or 3 videos at once, so I'm trying, guys. I'm getting them up, and we are going to get them all up, and I hope you guys liked Percy Jackson Training Day. You might get another one where I'm going to bring Jordan back and make him do something. So why don't you, in the comments down below, leave all of your thank yous for Rick Riordan, and why don't you guys tell me, what should I make Jordan do when I bring him back on this channel one more time before the end and put him through something like that? Should I make him run? Should I make him do swords, spear, archery, trident? He's not very good at the trident. Just saying. Just saying. He's not very good at that. Push-ups, sit-ups. I don't know. You guys tell me. I'm gonna come up with something because he has better cardio than I do, I think. So I'll probably make him run a bit more and do a bit more strength. So you guys will be getting that in the near future as well. Can't wait for the Trials of Apollo. These trailers, I love them. There are going to be 2 more trailers. That is awesome. That is amazing. 2 trailers. Well, 3 trailers for these, but 2 more trailers before they come out. So I'll be reviewing those as well. And I hope you guys are enjoying our last week of Percy Jackson Month. It's so sad. We're almost done. So I'm going to go get some water and just practice a lot more because 1 year in school and you feel that with Percy from the Sea of Monsters. He is like, wow, I need to practice more during the year. Yeah, you need to practice more during the year. So hope you guys like that Percy Jackson Training Day, and I'll see you all tomorrow with another video. So thanks for watching. Bye. So tired.